next speaker is Justin Bryant, followed by Tim Shea.
Thank you, members of the legislature. I speak today in strong support of Resolution 1025. This legislation will ensure that our communities are not adversely impacted by the effects of short-sighted and understudied development projects. As we've seen with recent projects and proposals, there have been numerous serious concerns that have been raised. In particular, concerns surrounding the Gyrodam project that was just stated. However, I will say that this legislation does not, this is prospective, it's not retrospective, so I'm not quite sure why that's even an issue here. That being said, it is my belief that there's not enough oversight in this process. I've read through environmental impact statements in some of these recent proposals, and they're lacking. If a person like myself is able to uncover information that documents residual toxic hazards, things like lead arsenic, numerous pesticides, and things that cause cancer and other negative effects to human life, clearly someone's job was not done. Given this, I think there needs to be a more rigorous look taken at the relevant oversight bodies at the town and county level. A case in point would be the fact that the Suffolk County Planning Board did not look at all the data when they approved this. It was a unanimous vote, however. They failed to have an EIS at that time. They also didn't have an updated traffic study. This legislation has the potential to serve as a blueprint for future regional planning decisions. In sensitive ecosystems and communities that have infrastructure that is at or over capacity, it makes sense to ensure that a rigorous review takes into account the needs and priorities of impacted communities, as well as the appropriateness of such development in the context of regional planning considerations. It doesn't make sense for towns and developers in the county to act in silos. In closing, I ask that the legislature approve this bill. It's good for your constituents and it's good for business. Our island's future is at stake, and we risk becoming like our neighbors to the west. And I'd also like to echo what a previous speaker said regarding the banning the box initiative. I have seen that process up close through a hiring perspective, and it significantly adversely impacts people who should be given a second chance. I think as our culture, we should believe in second chances and redemption. I think that we all should vote in favor of that. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Bryant. Our next speaker is Timothy Shea.